Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming a video on baby boy names we loved but did not use. I have a 7-month-old little boy. We ended up naming him DeLuca, and we did have some other baby boy names that were contenders, but we did not use them. And if we do have another boy in the future, I think these are still names that might be possible for us to still use in the future, but we'll see what we even have next time. Maybe it'll be a girl. So here's our list of names, and some of them are names that I liked and my husband didn't like. Some of them are names that he liked and I didn't like, and then some of them are names that we both liked. So the first one I have on my list, and this is in my little notes from when I actually was pregnant. I jotted down all of the names that I like, and then I also added some after he was born, names that I heard that I was like, oh, that's cute if we ever do have another boy. So the first one on here is Cyrus, and I used to work in a hospital, and this was the name of a little boy that came in, and I just thought it was such a cute name for a boy, and I liked the way it was spelled. I don't think I would want to spell it like the last name of Miley Cyrus or anything like that, but S-A-I-R-U-S I think is just really cute and different. The next name we both liked was Ezekiel, and that was a very high contender on our list of boy names. I still really love that name, and it's a name that's in the Bible, so I think that's really special. I actually even just like the name Zeke on its own. My husband wasn't really so sold on that one. He would rather Ezekiel than Zeke, but I like short little names, I've kind of learned. Lincoln we heard on Grey's Anatomy, which we also got DeLuca from Grey's Anatomy. Lincoln I think is definitely a really cute name, and you could call him Link for short. And I also think it's cool that it's the last name of one of our prior presidents. I think it's a pretty strong but also like a cute name when they're a little boy, but then as he grows up I think it would be a very strong name for a male. But it's definitely getting more popular, and we kind of like different names, so yeah, I think that's kind of one of the reasons why we strayed away from Lincoln, is that my husband, his name's Kevin, and he said he's always had a very common name, and he wanted our son to have a name where he wouldn't have the same name as other people in his classroom. So Lincoln I think is definitely getting more and more popular. The next name I have on here is Elio, and Elio, I heard it on some show. I think it was on Riverdale, but I'm not 100% sure, but I just thought Elio was such a cute short name. Like I said, I like short names, or names that you could have like a cute short nickname. There's a little boy in my son's daycare, and his name is Benji. And as soon as I heard that, I was like, I love that. And my husband likes that too, so I think that could be a contender for one of our future boys if we do have a future boy, but I don't think it would really go very well with DeLuca. DeLuca and Benji, I don't know. Somebody also mentioned that sounds like a dog name, but I don't know. I think it's really adorable, so I added that to the list. I also think the name Rudy is adorable. This one was also added to the list after DeLuca was born. Rudy is the name of one of my husband's, well, it's both of our, a famous music artist named Alan Stone that my husband and I both like, and we've been to his concerts. My husband loves him. It's like his #1 music artist. My husband's probably like one of his #1 fans. And Alan Stone had a son, and he named him Rudy, and I think it's so cute, so I added that to our list of names that we like. I also have on here Oliver, and that's always been a name that I've liked. My husband wasn't really in love with that name, so that's why we didn't use that one, but I still love Oliver. And then the nickname Ollie, I think it's so cute. So once again, that's one of those cute little like short names, or it's a name that could have a really cute short little nickname. The next one on here is Otis, and I added Otis after DeLuca was born as well. He is a character on a show that we've watched, but the show is called Sex Education. on Netflix, and I just thought the name Otis was cute. But once again, I think that would be like a cute dog name too, so I don't know. I like short little names that I guess could be used as dog names, but I think they would make really cute little baby boy names too. So I added Otis on here. I highly doubt my husband would like that name. The next name that I have on here is Louie. And it's funny, I've had this on here since before DeLuca was born, and I do call him Lou or Louie sometimes because his name's DeLuca. We haven't really decided on what his nickname is going to be. I don't think you really decide that. You kind of just figure it out as time goes on. Sometimes we do call him Luca, but sometimes I'm like, hey, Luca Lou or Louie. I don't know, we'll see as time goes on if we give him a nickname that we use often. We usually just use his full name, DeLuca, more than anything, which before he was born, when we were thinking of the name, I thought we would name him DeLuca, but we would call him Luca the majority of the time, but that's not the case. We actually call him DeLuca, and it's really not that much longer than calling him Luca. So Louie is on here, and I don't think we would ever use that in the future because, like I said, we do call our son Lou or Louie sometimes, and it would be too close. But I do love, that's another short name that I think is adorable. Next on the list I have Calvin, and Calvin is really cute to me. I don't even think I've ever mentioned the name to my husband, but I do think that's a really cute name. I like that one a lot. I've said cute so many times in this video, but I think when you're picking a name for your child, if you pick the name or if it's one of your contenders, you think it's a cute name, right? And I also have on here Bennett, and Bennett is one that I added when I was pregnant. I believe it means blessed. When I found it on Pinterest, it said the meaning of the name was blessed, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I think Bennett's cute. And then I also have on here Easton. I liked that name a lot. I don't really think my husband loved that name very much, but yeah, I still think it's a cute name. And then the last name I have on the list is Jisoo. And so the story with that, and I don't even know for sure if we did ever use that, how we would spell it, but my husband's name is Kevin Jesus. It's spelled just like Jesus, J-E-S-U-S, but he's Puerto Rican, and so I thought they would pronounce it like Jesus or whatever, but his family calls him Kevin Jisoo. And I was thinking about it, and I really like the name Jisoo. I just don't know how you would spell it because they say Kevin Jisoo, but that's not how that name is actually pronounced. So if we spelled it like Jesus, everyone would call him Jesus or Jesus, and that's not what I would want it to be. So if we ever were to use the name Jisoo, we would definitely spell it different than my husband's middle name, Jesus. We would probably either spell it G-I-S-O or J-I-S-O or maybe J-E-E-S-O. I don't know, but we definitely wouldn't do G-E-E-S-O either because it reminds me of geese, and I think people would say Giso. So I think if I were to use that name, we would spell it G-I-S-O. So that's my thing with that name. I actually really love that name a lot, and I would have pushed for it more with our son, but the spelling is what I can't decide on, and I just don't want people calling him the wrong name all the time. So, but yeah, I just love the sound of the name Jisoo. It's cute, it's short, but I could also see when he's like an older man that being a really strong, manly name as well. So that's definitely still a contender for me. If we have a future son, we would just have to decide on how to spell it. But yeah, so those are the boy names that I have on the list. Hope you enjoyed this video. I loved watching videos like this when I was pregnant and trying to get name ideas, so hopefully this will help somebody else. And if you did enjoy, please give the video a thumbs up or comment down below. I might do one with girls' names too, even though we didn't have a girl, but I'm on my little list here on my phone, and we've got a ton of girl names. We actually thought we were having a girl. We had a girl name picked out, and then we figured out we were having a boy, and it took us forever to 100% commit to a name. We actually decided that we weren't going to actually commit to a name until we saw him. But a few weeks before he was born, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to hear everybody's thoughts, or for anybody to like sway my thoughts on the name DeLuca. But I 100% decided in my mind that that was going to be his name, and I actually ordered a little wood sign that said DeLuca on it so that I could take his picture with it in the hospital for his announcement. So yeah, I did decide on it like a few weeks before. My husband was sold on that name from the day that we found out it was a boy. We talked about that name and he stuck with that name 100% the whole time. Of course, he was always open to listen to other names because I wasn't 100% sold on it from the beginning. But in the end, that's what we ended up using, and I think that was meant to be his name because, like I said, the day we found out we were having a boy, we were like, oh wow, we knew what the name was going to be if it was a girl, and we had so many girl names that we liked, but we really only had a list of a couple of boy names at that time. But the day we found out it was a boy, my husband mentioned the name DeLuca, and yeah, that was just meant to be his name, and I absolutely love that name. I'm so happy that we chose it. But yeah, anyways, I'm on a rant now. If you guys did like this video, I'll see you in my next one. Bye.